Dear soul, welcome home. Take a deep breath and just let yourself be here for a moment. If you are seeing this today, please know that it is not a coincidence. Your heart brought you here because it's tired of carrying the weight of the silence alone. Let's look at the truth together, gently. He didn't recognize the depth of what was happening at first, and honestly, you might not have either. He called it attraction. He called it a passing spark, or a weird coincidence he could just brush off and ignore. He convinced himself that he could just walk away, numb the feeling, and silence the pull. But you feel that magnetic thread refusing to break, don't you? No matter how much logic you throw at it. The problem isn't a lack of knowing, it's that the mind fights like hell to deny what the heart already feels. Let's navigate this invisible storm together. Something inside your perspective is about to shift. You're going to stop wondering if he knows, because we are going to look at the exact moment the divine masculine stops running from the truth and starts running toward it. You're going to understand exactly what happens when he finally softens, drops the walls, and stops lying to himself. And whether he admits it right now or not, something deep inside his core is already turning back toward you, not because of guilt, but because this connection simply refuses to die. It lives, it breathes, and it remembers, even when his ego tries its hardest to distract him. This resistance is heavy, it's a cage, and it's cracking. If this awakening mirrors what you've been sensing in your connection, let's lock this shift into your energetic field right now. When you are in a period of silence or no contact, it's easy to look at the physical world and assume nothing is happening, but energy never lies. Today, we're dropping the fluff and looking at the raw mechanics of how the masculine's body and subconscious confess what his logical mind is desperately trying to deny. His armor starts to crack when the silence becomes too loud to bear. Recognition doesn't start with a text message. It arrives quietly, like a sudden pressure under the ribs, long before the human mind can rationalize it. Let's explore the 7 subtle, undeniable signs that his soul has already recognized you in the 5D matrix, and how his own nervous system, his dreams, and the universe are tracking him down with reminders he can no longer block out. The first sign is found in his eyes, the very first gateway of recognition. When your eyes meet, something in him drops. The guards, the logic, the rehearsed calm, they all fall away. There is a softness there, a familiarity, a vulnerability that terrifies him and comforts him at the same time. The soul sees what the mind tries to hide. His eyes hold truth long before his voice does, showing fear, confusion, longing, but always recognition. The second sign appears in his silence. In a normal connection, silence often feels like disinterest. But in this bond, silence is not empty. It is full. It carries everything he wants to say but doesn't know how. You can feel him thinking of you, feeling the emotional weight even in the absence of words. Silence begins to hold more energy than conversation, transforming rejection into yearning, reflection, and unspoken truth. The third sign is energetic presence without physical presence. He may not call, text, or stand beside you in the physical world, yet he shows up everywhere else, in sudden emotional waves that do not belong to you, and in thoughts that arrive uninvited, repeating through your mind like fragments of a song you can't stop hearing. His energy leaks through the spaces where his ego tries to hide. His soul reaches you even when his actions do not. This brings us to the fourth sign. His physical body begins to respond. The body remembers what the mind ignores. He becomes restless. Sleep is disrupted, his heartbeat changes, and his nervous system reacts every time he thinks of you. Your name becomes a pulse inside his chest. He may not understand why he feels tense, breathless, or pulled towards something he cannot explain, but his physiology knows. The connection is cellular. The fifth sign comes through the external world as synchronicities begin to multiply. Your name appears in unexpected places, and repeating numbers follow him everywhere. 111, 222-777. Songs speak to him like direct messages, and coincidences stop feeling like coincidence. Life itself begins reflecting the connection back at him, as if the universe is gently guiding him toward the truth he's been avoiding. Then comes the sixth sign, comparison. He may try to distract himself with other people or situations, attempting to replace the feeling or move forward logically, but nothing fits. No conversation reaches the same depth, no laughter feels as natural, and no connection rests in his heart the way yours does. He notices that no one mirrors him the way you do. No one feels like home because no one is you. The soul knows what substitutes cannot satisfy. And finally, the seventh sign. He begins to soften, not dramatically, but gradually, like snow melting under the first light of spring. His ego loosens its grip, his anger quiets, and his resistance weakens as his soul starts to speak louder than his fear. He may not act immediately, but his energy shifts unmistakably. His heart begins to open, even if slowly, even if silently, whispering a truth that cannot be reversed. The universe always steps in when the ego tries to resist what the soul has already chosen. He's waking up with your energy echoing in his thoughts. And those synchronicities aren't random coincidences. They are coordinates leading him back home. If you've been seeing the numbers, meeting him in the astral plane, or feeling those sudden emotional waves, your connection is actively mirroring his awakening. We have finally made it to the ultimate turning point of this journey. Once the resistance breaks and the universe floods his reality with your presence, recognition doesn't knock politely anymore. It strikes like lightning across a dark sky. When that lightning strikes, all you have to do is trust the process. So take a deep breath. Do not fear the silence. Silence is exactly where the recognition deepens. Do not doubt the delay. Delay is just alignment in disguise. And do not believe in distance, because distance is the very last illusion the ego clings to right before it surrenders. Once his soul remembers you, it's game over for the denial. He cannot unsee it. Union is no longer a fragile hope. It is destiny in motion. If your heart knows this is real, speak it into physical reality right now. Leave a comment below, anchor this knowing, and type, "Union is already unfolding beneath the surface." Share this message with someone who needs to wake up to their own worth today. Like the video if it resonated, and keep standing in your power. The universe is already moving you both home. Thanks from the bottom of my heart for walking this beautiful path with me. I love you. Take care. Until next time.